Hello everyone, how are you? I hope that you all would be fine. Today we will have one more exciting class of Python programming. So I welcome all of you with greetings, Assalamu alaikum, and I hope that you have learned about the basics, the three classes of Python programming. And in today's class, what we are going to learn first, we will read lesson from a smarter way to learn Python. Then we will practice it side by side. I am going to share the link to the group, so please join as soon as possible. And I am waiting for you to join. I am live now. So I am also sharing the link to the Facebook group so that all of you can join as soon as possible. And about the assignment, I am going to tell you I did not post the assignment uh, due to something that I had to postpone it, and going to start today's class. Just waiting for you so that all of you, maximum of you, can join. So welcome to the class number 4 of Python programming. And in today's class, first I would like to welcome you to this course, this life changing opportunity. And I hope that you all would have subscribed this channel, Trixie Tips, and all of you would have also joined our Facebook group. And these are the compulsory things which enable you to get certificate after the completion of this smart course. And during this course we will also learn some theoretical things, and we'll do practice. In the previous classes we have discussed about in the first class we have discussed about the programming, what programming is. In the second class we have discussed about Python, and downloaded the Anaconda and Anaconda Jupyter notebook, and also the Python idle. And in the previous class we have discussed about the variables in Python. So I hope that you all have watched that class, and there was some thing which insist me to delay to delay the class for Friday, but for every week it will be on Thursday or Pakistani time at 10 p.m. And because several other courses are also started, and I have several responsibilities which I have to focus on, so I manage time very difficultly, but I try to manage time for you. And so without wasting your time, I am going to start the today's class. As yesterday's class we have discussed about the variables, and we created variables. I did not give you assignment, but in on Sunday I promise I will give you assignment or quiz for the previous class, so that your mind will be cleared. Because I have many responsibilities, I could not manage time to create assignment, but from this week I will create assignment and give you. So all of you must submit that assignment. That will be assignment number 2. So there is variables. There we have discussed about variables. Now I'm going to start Anaconda. If you have not downloaded Anaconda Jupyter notebook, so please Jupyter notebook download Anaconda by watching my video number 2 of Python programming. And you can watch my playlist on Python. If you are new, then please also watch after this class ends the previous videos which were about the basics of the Python and the programming. I have cleared all the things in that class about that. So I'm going to start Jupyter notebook, Jupyter Anaconda notebook. And it may take some time. You can see here that it is now going to start Jupyter notebook. It is loading. While it is loading, let us see what we are going to discuss today. So it has started, and we are going to open it. Click on new and then click on Python 3. So this window is now opened. You can see over here that Jupyter notebook is now opened, and I will change this to class number 4 of Python. And this workbook is now renamed, and we will discuss today about the list, and I'm going to discuss about the list. So open chapter number 15, city number. Let's assign some string values to some variables. So suppose we have strings and string values, and we have some variables, and we have to assign those variables of these to these values. So variable names will be the same, all the same, except they end different numbers. So let us try to make these lists. Why we make lists? Because sometimes we have more than one values. If we want to assign more than one values in a variable at a time, we use lists. So you can see here that multiple items can be added into a list, and you define a list this way. Likewise, this is written over here. This is the list of the cities: Atlanta, Baltimore, and Chicago. So the list of these three, and also Denver, Los Angeles, and Seattle. And these 6 cities names is now you define a list this way. You can see here. Yes, click over here. So let us create a list. So I'm going to create a list of countries, and I will repeat that equals to the, and then square brackets, then the name, the items of the list, and these will be in strings. Maybe also they also can contain numbers or strings too. String is always used in double quotations. Yes, double quotation, yes, double quotation, double quotation, and these four are all in double quotations. I will write the names of 5 different countries, and the first would be Pakistan, and the second would be uh, Nigeria, and the third would be India, the fourth would be USA, the fifth would be China. So these are the names of these 5 countries. We will practice this, and this is the list of the names of the countries, and these each are the list items, and we can change and manipulate these list items whenever we want. So I will run this. So what it show to us, it did not show anything to us because we have not called the list. Likewise, we have called the variables in the previous class, that when you create a variable, and you want to see the result that is in the variable, then you have to call that variable name. And in the same way, if you want to create a list, the list is now created, but if I want to show the list items, then I will write the name of the list. You can see over here that the name of the countries is now shown over here. So in this way we can create a list. So let us change this list item. I'm copying this and pasting this, and I am in this, at this time I am going to insert 3, a number in this in the list of these items. Between all these strings, a number is here. So you can see over here that this is, now you can see here that. So I will now create, now check the result. I will now check the results. You can see here Pakistan 3, India, USA, and then China. Pakistan 3, India, USA, and then China. You can see over here, these are the names of the 5 countries. So we can create a list with strings also as numbers. These are the strings, and the 3 is numbers. Now if I want to manipulate any item of this list, how will I do this? If I want, for suppose if I want to show the list at an index, and you can see over here that these are the list of the items, and each item is on an index or a position, and this index or position starts from 0. Pakistan is on 0, and 3 is on 1, and India is on second or 2 index 2, and USA is on index 3, China is index 4. So index starts from always from 0. You can see here that. So suppose if I want to call the country name, the country name at 0 index, countries, sorry, this is the beauty of Python. You can see over here that this is the beauty of Python, that it shows you errors, that what wrong have you done. And this is here that countries 0 in Pakistan, and it showed me the list, the item of the list which existed on the index 0, means the first index would be 0. Index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is called the index. So suppose if I want to print the item at index number 3, so how will I do this? I will again run it. You can see over here that this result is now shown over here. USA. And on index 0 it is Pakistan, on index 3 it is USA. You can see over here. And you can see that on index 0 it is this is the item that existed on index 0, and when I call index 3 of this array, or this list countries, then it showed me the 0, 1, 2, 3. USA is on the third place, so it is on index number 3, so it showed me USA. You can see that. Now we will practice some more. So suppose if you want to concatenate the strings with the list, how will you do this? For suppose I want to print a statement with the list, I will use a list, and also I will print a statement, and use a print. I am using I live in, and after that I will use this, the name of the list, and its index number. The name of the list and its index number 0, 1, 2, 3. Or for example, if I want to write that I live in this country in Pakistan, and I want to show it, I want to print it. How will I do this? I will use print statement, and write this statement in the strings I live in, and will close this strings, and after comma I will write the name of this list, and on its 0 index it will show me the item that existed on its 0 index. So you can see over here that I am going to print this statement. So it showed me this statement along with the concatenation of this list item. and you can see over here that I did not use the name of the country, but instead I used the list, the index of the list item that existed on this specific index of this list. Suppose if I want to change it, and on index number 1 if I want to show it, you can see over here that so it is showing me I live in 3, and if I am going to show it on 2, it will show me that I live in India. If I am going to show it in, then it will show me that I live in USA, or in number 4 China, I live in China. In this way we can use list. So list, we have discussed about the list. The first element in a list always has an index of 0, not 1. This means that if the last element in the list has an index of 9, there are 10 items in the list. You can see over here that. So please read before the class so that you can get maximum benefits and you can learn more, because you will, when I will discuss and I will teach you in the class, then you will already have a basic understanding of this idea, so you will enjoy the class. Or otherwise some people find programming boring, but it's not boring, it's funny. So you can see over here that it's a good idea to make list names plural. For example, cities instead of city. Likewise, I have named this countries. I did not use the word country. So I use this print statement that in this print statement I use this string, and after that I use the countries, and then this is index number 4 of countries list. Now I am moving forward, just seeing that if I have not missed anything from this list topic. Yes, we have discussed each and everything of this list topic. So chapter number 16, adding and changing elements. So suppose I have I have a list F, and I want to add a new element to a list. So these are called list item or list element. These are all list items or list elements. So in this list you can see over here that there is 1 0 1 2 3 4 5. This list contains 6 elements, but they have 0 1 2 3 4 5 0 2 in 0 index to 5 index, and it has 6 elements. Now if I want to append a new element to it, how can I do this? You want to add a 7th city, New York. For example, this is the code cities.append, and you will add this New York, or this I want to add a new item. For example, I will try it, and I have this list. This is the list of the names of the countries, and I will again use it. And suppose if I want to append an item, if I want to append an item to a list, for example, I want to add a name of another country, Pakistan, India, USA, China, and if I want to add Bangladesh or Nigeria to this list, so I will, what will I do? I will use this countries.append and use the list name, item name. So cities.append, as is used cities.append, I will use, what will I use? I will use countries.append, and I want to add Nigeria to it. So how I should write the syntax, I'm asking. Do you have any idea? Yes, you are correct. I will write it like this: countries dot append bracket open and double quotations. I will write here Nigeria. So Nigeria will be added to the end of this list. If I append an item to this list, that item will go to the last of this list. Yeah, and I am going to show you the result. This is now added, but it will show me the list of the countries only when I will call this list. So I will again call the list of countries. You can see over here that what it will show me. You can see that Nigeria is now added to this list: Pakistan 3, India, USA, China, and then Nigeria. So Nigeria is now added to this list. So we successfully completed how to create a list, and we also learned how to append items to a list, and how to concatenate the strings with the list. Now if I want to create a list within another list, if I want to create a list in another list, this is called nested list. So you can see over here that this is the name of the list, cities, and it contains the names of the cities, plus in another list uh, these names of these two countries will are shown separately in another list. So when it will call the name of this list, it will show you two lists. So if you want to create a list, more than one list within another list, or create a list within a list, you can also do this. Let us practice this. So suppose if I want to add two more countries to this list, but I would like to create a new list, and I will nest it into this list. So I am going to create it: countries equals to countries this is called nested list. So countries equals to countries plus, this is the syntax how I have to write this code. And I would like to add the names of these countries, and these are Japan, Bangladesh, and Germany. Now I have created a list and inserted more elements in this list. You can, and I'm going to call this. I have added this to this list. You can see over here that countries is equal countries. I will call the list countries. You can see over here that this list is now printed: Pakistan 3, India, USA, China, Nigeria, Japan, Bangladesh, and Germany. But what it showed me, the results. So it showed me these results. and this is a list, and a list is uh, it contains more than one list. So I nested this list countries list plus I will edit these elements of the list of a new list. So these elements are now added to this list. You can see over here the result. Now we have learned how to append elements to a list now, and also we learned about how to add a list within another list. Now we will see about how to create an empty list, and yes, so I'm going to create an empty list. So favorite fruits equals to apple. No, I will not insert any element because I want to create an empty list. So I want to show you that this list can also be created empty. So because the cursor moved down without any showing you any arrow, it sees that this result has been this statement has been executed. This code is now worked. So if I want to see it whether it contains a list or not, an empty list or not, so I am going to check it. Favorite underscore fruits, oops, so it showed me an error just because I used this. If you want to call a list, you don't need to use these two brackets. So you can see over there that when I called favorite fruits, it showed me the empty list because no list item was added to these lists. You can see over here. Now I am adding an element to this list. So how to add an element to this list? So favorite fruits equals to favorite fruits plus this list, and this list contains apple, banana. I like apple and banana both. Apple, banana, and also the pears. You can see over here that this list is now added to this empty list. Favorite fruits equals to favorite fruits plus and or append this list items. So all these list items will be added to this list. Maybe today class would be quite a different, but it would be helpful for you. When you see this class, you can ask me any questions, and I would be happy to see your questions. Favorite fruits equals to, so I am calling favorite fruits. You can see over here that these three elements now add it to this empty list, because we first created this empty list and then we added these items like this way. So we learn how to create a list, how to add items to a list, and uh, how to manipulate list, how to add lists within another list. Now we will also learn in today's class about because today's class is all about the lists, and the next class will be also about the list. So today we will also going to learn about for example, if I want to insert an item on a specific index, on a specific index, so how will I do this? I will do this in a certain way. Just it is shown in this book, that you can see over here that it is, if you want to insert New York at the beginning of the list, then we have to write the name of the list, cities, and dot insert. Then we will open bracket and then uh, insert the index of the list 0, and then the country name, cities dot insert 0, and then New York. So I will utilize this. If you want to add an element at the beginning of the list, you will use this uh, dot insert and then 0. So it is the beginning of the list and all other items have moved down the list to make room for New York. You can see over here. As in the append statement, the insert statement begins with the list name followed by a dot. You can see over here. Then comes the keyword insert. After that you will open the curly brackets, then you will use the index. Then after that it will show you the which text or list item you want to insert. Suppose if I want to insert something at list number 2, so index number 2, so I can also insert on like this. So I will utilize this example, and you can see over here that I have this list named favorite fruits, and it contains these items: apple, banana, and pears. Suppose and these items have indexes 0, 1, and 2. Suppose if I want to add an element, insert an element to a specific index of this, I want to insert peach to the second index of this list. Peach to the second index of this list. How will I do this? So I will do this just like this. Favorite underscore fruits equals to and these are the names of the fruits. No, I want to insert an item to the specific index. For example, I want to insert peach to the second index. So how will I do this? I will use this. Firstly, I will write the name of the list, favorite underscore fruits, and I will use the dot insert. and you can see over here that I will use that example, and I want it to the second index. What I want into the second index, I want peach to the second index. You can see over here that peach will be shown on the second index, and I have successfully executed the code. Now I am going to run this code. I want to see the elements, updated list of the elements of favorite fruits, updated elements. So I will call this favorite underscore fruits. You can see over here that at index number 2 the peach is now added successfully. So you can see over here that in this way you can add elements to a list successfully. Now we have also added elements to a specific list, like we have added here peach to this list. Now in the next class we will learn about how to take slices of list. I hope that you have learned today's class, and today's class have cleared all of your basic concepts about list, and list topic is now continued. So please read chapter number 15 and then 16. 15, 16, 17. If you want to stay ahead of the class, you can then read chapter number 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 18, 19, and up to 19, 15 up to 19. Read chapter number 15 up to 19 at your home till the next class. I hope that you all would have enjoyed today's class, and what we have learned I will give you a summary. What I have learned, we have learned today. First we will discuss about what are lists, then we created a list of countries. After that we learn about the index of what is index. Index is the position of an element in an array. This is index 0, index starts from 0, 1 index, this is 2 index, index 3, this is index number 4, and after that we learn about how to create how to concatenate a list with the strings and take their printouts, and we use this example and we printed the name of the country at any specific index. And after that we learned about how to append elements to a list. So we appended the name of the Nigeria to the elements of these countries, and after that we learned about countries, a list into another list, a nested list. We discussed about nested list, so we learned to it too. And after that we learned about how to create an empty list, and after that we learn about the insertion of elements into into a specific index. So I hope you all would be enjoying Python, as it has capacity to build applications, and it is a very easy to use programming language, very easy to learn programming language. And if it is your first class, don't hesitate to take the previous classes, because in previous classes we have cleared the basic concepts about the programming, and this software, the Python notebook, which we will use in our complete course. So we have also cleared about Python notebook in our class, in our previous classes, second class, and after that we have also discussed about variables. So today's class was all about the list, and this class is now continued. So practice today's class, and I wish you best of luck for your career, and stay blessed and pray for me, and I hope you all would have enjoyed this class. If any one of you have not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe it, and this is the only thing that I am asking from you. I am not asking from you anything but to promote our page, and we want a lot of promotion, and uh, just for social work, because so share this to your friends, that those who want to learn Python for free, and this is a life-changing opportunity. And you know that Python is one of the most demanding languages today. So Python is a dynamic language. It is an easy to use language. It is closer to the language of humans. So this learning this language will open several doors to you, many doors to you, and can go to either web development, for example you want to go to machine learning, but first you will have to, and also desktop publishing, you can create games, many things, whatever thing you can't do in this language. So remember, practice makes a man perfect. So you have to do practice a lot at your home doing, and also you please search about the topics, and learn about the documentation, and if you want to get help from the Python documentation, then you can see over here that Python documentation, search from here Python documentation. If you want some extra additional learning, go to Python documentation and learn about the language. If you want to go into deep details of Python programming, you can see over here that there is beginner's guide, and it is showing you everything about Python programming. And if you don't if you are getting bored from the reading this thing, then you only have to read this book. This book is uh, Smarter Way to Learn Python Programming, or Smarter Way to Learn Python. So this book is so much helpful in learning Python programming, and we will use this book in all the whole course. So enjoy learning Python, stay with us, continue your education in learning, and practice. I hope that you all will be the best future developers of today and tomorrow. So keep watching my videos, and if you like my video and you want me to continue making these type of videos to all of you, then please subscribe to my channel if you have not done previously, and if you have not liked, then at least please comment. I want so much of likes and comments. At least each one of you comment that sir, awesome, and then this will encourage me. This will encourage me, and I will practice making more videos for you, and I will happy teaching you. It is, for example, if you encourage someone to do something, then it will give them inner satisfaction. So teaching gives me inner satisfaction. That's why I teach all of you for free. and I enjoy teaching all of you. So please, if you have not commented, and this does not cost anything, leaving comments is just easy. And if you want, if you not have already uh, subscribe to my channel, then subscribe, and also hit the bell button so that you can get the notifications whenever my new video is posted. Besides Python, I also post videos to my multiple topics, many topics, and many courses I have offered. Some are paid, some are free. So in the future you are likely to get offers for courses, and you can enjoy them. Some will be paid, and you will they will be worth purchasing. And I guarantee that your investment will never be in vain. And if you want to continue free courses, then you can also do this. Course is completely free. I'm not charging anything from you. So keep learning Python. Python is the language which will lead the world tomorrow, and it is one of my favorite languages, one of the most popular and highly paid languages. You can see that Python is the future of today and of the tomorrow. So in the next class we will learn some more things about Python. Till then, practice and continue watching our videos. Thank you.